there's no wrong way to play with paper. And we're doing another scraps to embellishment for embellishment swap on Love RTS. So this week our theme is fall set of 3. So a set of 3, anything with a fall theme. That is all you had to do. It didn't matter. You could go a Halloween route. You could go a Thanksgiving route. You could go a fall leaves route, pumpkin patch, whatever you like to do. So I have made some trees, some pumpkins, and some leaves. So I used all my scraps. This is, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I just used some dies. I did use this set from Stamps of Life. It has a bunch of different things. I used the pumpkins and I used the leaves, and I love these leaves because they have veins in them. If you look really close, you can see the little veins. Well, I don't know. Here, maybe I can lift this up. I don't know if they're showing up on there or not, but you can see the veins in the leaves. So they're kind of dimensional already. You're going to see a bunch of little whimsies all over my, because I've been using my Sizzix. Still got to break out my gift from my special friend. I can't wait. I haven't had time. I just haven't had time. Okay, this is another reminder, and I'm showing you. I keep these little parts because I want you to see I 100% use my scraps. These were scraps that I used to die cut out my palm leaves and stuff for my zoo kits, but I still had room. I saved them, and look, now I've gotten even more leaves out of it. I can probably even go further and use my hand punch that Miss Karen gave me and do hearts and stars, and I have different ones. Like here's a star one. I think Karen got me this one. I can't remember which one I got and which one Karen got, but and then at that point, there's not a lot I can do. But you know, enamel dots are expensive and I love them, but I've been known to use my stars with my little hand punch and my hearts that I have with my little hand punch as enamel dots, especially if it's good quality paper. It's not cheap. So get everything you can out of your scraps. All right. So, just a little show you everything that I've done is out of scraps. Everything. Yep. Even my trees. These are scraps out of my trees. Let's see. I had this one sitting here. This was a Route 66 paper that I used a little while back. Yep. I got a tree out of there. That's what this is. And you know what? It totally works. In fact, I have found that the pattern paper make even cooler die cuts. Like we pay for those things. We buy sets of dies and we buy ephemera, and it's expensive. I mean, some of these ephemera packs are $8 now. I don't even want to go there. Anyway, so since I'm not really going to do a whole lot, I'm going to show you how I would mail these. Now, normally, I don't do that anymore. I used to do it in every video, but I made a video just for that to give everyone at sign up. But every once in a while, it's not bad to have a refresher. Number 1, put your name on the back of the embellishments. Now, I don't have a lot of room here. So I take my scraps again. I take either circles or whatever I might have, and then I put my name. You guys know I have my little stamp, but I could write it on here too. And if it's a pattern paper, I pick the prettier side because someone could keep that and use that on a layout or a card. So use all of your scraps in every way possible. All right. Now, because this has so many parts, I'm going to baggy it up. But I want to refresh your memory. This is a mini swap, so it needs to be flat as possible, or else your postage will not be enough. So when you're bagging them up, we all have lots of different bags. Now, this is a bag I have from Stamps of Life. This is pretty flat, but I will still take my tool, scissors, whatever, poke a hole in it, and I do this so that the air can escape and it doesn't get puffy. You would be surprised how much air just adds bulk to your envelope, okay? There's one way. Reuse packaging you already have. If you have delicate dies that you've done, put a piece of cardstock in there. We've all got those white scraps. You know you do. Then this is a die set that I got from Amazon. Poke a hole in it. I want that air to be able to escape. Now, a lot of these already have holes in them for exactly that reason. But if it doesn't, then it will lay totally flat and you're good to go. Reuse your packaging. Don't go out and buy baggies just to do swaps. I don't. You shouldn't either. Then there's these that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. They're treat bags, and they're pretty good, and the zipper is somewhat minimal. These are okay. We don't have to really worry about the zipper. I haven't had them have a problem, but we still want to poke a hole in them. Make sure you put your name in there. If your embellishment is big enough to put the name on the back, by all means do this. Now, a lot of people like to use these snack bags, and they are great. They are awesome. I use them too, but there's a trick. When you're doing a main swap, sure, you can have this little bit of bulk. It's not a big deal. It's not going to matter. It's going to stay the same price to mail because it's bulky anyway, and it has to go as a package. But in a mini swap, we have to keep it as thin as possible. So you're going to poke that hole, but then this zipper times 4 will add up. It will, okay? And in this particular swap, many people are probably going to use baggies, so let's cut it off, okay? And let's get out either our dollar store washi, or if you're like me, have enough washi in your stash for the rest of your life. I just don't use it. I use it more for swaps than anything. So cut that off, fold this in half. Take some washi and tape it shut, okay? That'll keep your embellishments from falling out, but more important, it will keep this flat. There we go, just like that, okay? Just a little reminder. Okay, so I want to show you, I did do just die cuts, and I thought of this after I was done, so I'm going to have to splice this somewhere in the video. I want to show you how I would use these parts together, me personally. Now, I'm not going to put them together this way because then it would not fit in my envelope, but I would take a tree, and I would probably take a couple of the pumpkins. Everyone's going to get 1 tree and 2 pumpkins, a tall pumpkin and a short pumpkin. And I would probably ink my pumpkins, if I'm being honest, and I would probably put them like that. I would color the stems green. Then I would probably take some of these leaves, okay? I'm just creating a little scene here. And you could do it however you want. You don't have to do it the way I do it. This is just how I would choose to do it. And let's see, let's go with some light brown because this tree is dark brown. You could even put leaves on the tree if you wanted. You could tuck them underneath here, which is probably the route I would go. And I would just create a cluster with fallen leaves on the ground around my pumpkins. Oh, I can't get a hold of it. So let's see, 3, we could do some more. Let's do all different colors, it doesn't matter. Maybe another one here. See, and leaves fall in all different ways. They're all different shapes and sizes. And just like that, I would have, now I would probably keep going if I could, but you're only going to get 7 leaves per bag. That's all I'm going to give, but you could add your own leaves and just keep on going with it. And maybe get a little dog or who knows, a squirrel or whatever you like. But that's what I would do with these. I would create a small cluster. And to put these together, like if I was going to be able to send them because they weren't too big because this tree is too tall. So, and it's too tall this way once I do it. What I would do is I would take one of my little branding strips, I would cut it here, and I would put all of this on it. So I would take this whole cluster and glue it onto here, and then I would take this whole strip, make sure none of the white is showing, and I would glue it to the base of the tree. And that's how you could do that. Alrighty? I wanted to come back and show because I forgot. I got to yakking and I forgot. Always use my scraps. I encourage you to do that too. I hope you guys have fun creating this. This was a fun one. Josie came up with a really, really, really fun what can I say? I can't even talk. A really fun theme. This was her theme, one of my captains, and I can't wait. I've seen some of the posts of you guys, of your examples on Facebook, and they're awesome, awesome. If you want to join a swap, just look in the links below. Everything you need and the way to get there and how to find it is in the description. And I think that's it. All right, you guys, I will see you again tomorrow because our main swap is due. So I hope you have a blessed night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know you could choose somewhere else. I'd be honored if you gave me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And little hint, you'll be seeing some of these in the giveaway kit. So make sure you've entered to win. It goes on for a few more days until I draw the winner. So I just keep adding embellishments to it. All right, you guys, bye.